Next up, the man who needs no introduction. His name echoes through the annals of these halls. The fire pit is named after him. One of our very own ex-Googlers. I mean, there are legends about this man. I hear his first year off, he took an entire year, a vow of silence, just to better understand the sound of a whisper. Now let's give a very warm welcome to Anthony Mays.
Wish I did know what the sound of a whisper was like. That'd be great. Everything's been loud. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to involve y'all in this, all right? So we're gonna try to do a little stomp and clap, because that's what I know, all right? So hopefully y'all can do this, because if you can't, if I do this, that just means stop, please, because you're killing it, all right? Follow with me, all right? Man, y'all Googlers can keep time? What? I learned something new. Okay, all right, we're good, all right. So I'm gonna cue you in at a certain point. You're gonna do that stomp, clap, clap, all right? That makes sense? All right, cool. So this is December, yeah? So Christmas is coming up very soon, and the holidays and all this other kind of stuff. We're gonna be all jolly and happy. And so because I didn't have much time to prepare, I'm going to do a song that I learned when I was 16 years old. It's called God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. And let's get into the spirited mood, shall we? Okay. It's around here.
you so much, Anthony. That was incredible. How does it feel to be back?
You know, it feels great. It always feels great.
Yeah.
I always miss this place, and I have had the chance to travel to a lot of places and do some things this year that I never anticipated. But my heart is always in Google Irvine. I had the opportunity to visit Google Austin a couple of weeks ago, and I was just like, Google Irvine is still the best, right? Like, y'all have some nice stuff, but I still love Google Irvine. So even when I'm not working here anymore, I'm still trying to get people to come here and visit and enjoy their time. So, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, we appreciate it. You said that you had started playing piano when you were 7 years old?
I started playing when I was 7 years old, yeah.
Was that your decision, or was that maybe like a parent guiding you? What was the original?
Yeah, so I was a relatively new foster kid, and there was an organ in the house that my parents had, and I would just keep asking my mom to play the organ. She'd be like, no, you can't play the organ. So then the next day, because it's a brand new day, I'm well, can I play the organ now? And she's like, no, you can't play. So I did this for like 2 weeks, and she was like, finally, fine, you can go play the organ. So I started playing the organ, and she's like cooking, doing all this stuff, and she's like, wait, are you playing music? It's like, yeah. She's like, how are you doing that? It's like, I don't know. I hear sounds, and then I play them with my. So it turns out I could play music by ear, and my 2 kids also can play music by ear, and I didn't teach them a thing. And so my mom was like, well, maybe we should, get you in lessons. So I took lessons and started playing at church and all those other kinds of things. And so I've been playing pretty much ever since then. And I love that, I've been able to bring that with me throughout my even professional journey. I was getting tips on the piano at, conferences, because I would play. And so it's always a joy for me to be able to share that, not just in my personal life and spiritual life, but also in my professional life.
Yeah. When you started out playing music, when did it transition from something that was more hymnal / gospel to? How would you characterize your style now?
Yeah, I mean, it feels kind of like a hodgepodge, because I'm one of those kinds of guys that I just hear a bunch of stuff, and then I have this catalog of. It's kind of like having a framework with a bunch of libraries and I just have these libraries in my head from songs, so I might be playing like this part of a Charlie Brown theme, but then this other part of Kirk Franklin, and this other thing from Richard Smallwood. And so for me, there's always just a collection of sounds and rhythms and things in my head. And part of what allows me to improvise is just being able to pull these things out as I need to very quickly. Yeah. And so hopefully the engineers in the room really appreciated the analogy that I drew there, so that you can make sense of that. Yeah.
Are there any other pianists that you'd like to plug right now? You have the stage.
Are there any? Well, so one, I was just like, what kind of question is that? But Corey Henry is like one of my favorite dudes. Corey Henry is just phenomenal. He's the guy that makes me regret even starting, because like there's those people who are like, you just look at them, you're just like, I shouldn't be a coder. These people are like, this is a real engineer. So Corey Henry is one of those kinds of folks where you can just tell that all of the investment of time that he made to be as great as he is comes out effortlessly in the music that he performs. And I don't understand even half of what he does, but I enjoy it immensely. And so if you have a chance to check out Corey Henry, just an amazing artist and someone who just reminds me of how far I have to go on my own musical journey. Yeah,
it's amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming back. We'd love to have you anytime.
Y'all know y'all can't keep me out. That's how it works. Thank you.
Can we get another round of applause for Anthony, please?